100 league appearances for the club, 20 league goals. You've only scored in the league, by the way, for us, not in any of the other competitions. That's a great milestone.
Yeah, definitely. It's one of them things I thought about it when I was younger. My coach used to say, my college coach used to say, you haven't made it professional until you made 100 appearances. So now I think I've made that for one club. So it was a very proud moment for me.
And it's over two spells with the club, and you've been consistent in appearances and performances over both spells, Marzi.
Well, some will say, some might not say, but yeah, I definitely just try my best every game that I play. Every time I put on the shirt, I know that it's a pride thing to do. So I just try my best all the time.
And it is a pride thing to reach those 100, as you said, because it means that you're doing something to get different managers to put you in the team.
Yeah, definitely. It's not easy coming under different managers. I think I have three different ones here. Um, some play different ways to others, and it's just about adapting. And I have to try and adapt myself to get the best out of myself. And obviously, if I get picked, I'm obviously getting picked for a reason. So I just gotta try to do the best I can for both team, manager, and myself.
We see you around the place, Omari. I think you won't mind me saying you're a thinker. You really criticise yourself
Yeah.
after every single game. You don't need anybody else to tell you if you've had a bad game. You do it. You don't need anybody else to say you've had a good game. A good game. You do it. You really do look at yourself deeply in terms of performances.
Yeah, I definitely do. Obviously, fans are gonna have their opinions. It's your job as a footballer to try and block it out and try and work on yourself. Lately, I've been watching a lot of games that we've been playing, but how can I improve? Because obviously, we all know it's not my favourite position to play in. But like I said, if the manager puts you there, he's put you there for a reason. So I'm always trying to learn. Um, this league's a bit up and down. Not every game is the same. You might get some defenders that are vicious. You might get some that are not so vicious. So it's about trying to be smart and trying to play to my strengths and just do the best I can wherever I'm put.
I think we have a joke about it every day, don't we? When I see you, it's striker Omari Patrick. It's actually a thing is that you don't like to be tagged as that because that's not your game.
I don't like to be tagged as that because I think it comes with a certain pressure that I'm not used to, and I know that I'm not used to it. Obviously, last season I came back and I scored the most goals I did before, but we've always had the conversation that if it was the first year I was here and I was to be put in a position that I am now, it would be like, oh, what's going on type of thing. So obviously, when you score goals, that's what comes with it. People expect you to do it over and over again, just like Deno. I'm not trying to compete with him; it's impossible. But it is frustrating sometimes. But that's when, as you're pro yourself, you gotta pick yourself up and just try and keep going.
We saw it on Saturday at Sutton, for example. Within the 90 minutes, you're on the right hand side, you're on the left hand side, and you do look comfortable when you're running at players out wide.
Yeah, definitely. I think I try to do it in game, especially when I play as a two. But you don't want to isolate Deno. You want to try and help him out as much as you can, or whoever's down the middle. So it's times to pick and choose when I can kind of take advantage of where I'm most comfortable. But obviously you got to do the nitty gritty part of it and just try to do what you can to help your strike partner. And like I said, when I'm there, try to use my strengths.
The influence that you had in that second half in particular, when you're suddenly going past people, you're getting the ball into the box, you've been a real threat. You must feel like yourself on the pitch that it's clicked, it's happening.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think that was due to whether we changed shape or whether I just sometimes I come out in the second half. If I'm not happy with the first half, I say I need to bring a little bit of life into it. I need to try to be more confident to just put myself about. And sometimes it happens, sometimes it don't happen. Sometimes you're frustrated to come off, but it's the best thing for the team. Or when I know myself, I feel myself like I'm I'm not with it today. It's not clicking with me today. It might be a game for somebody else to come and do things. And obviously, when Edmo comes on, when Joe comes on, just like last week, Joe scored the header. You're sitting there and you're buzzing because they're doing something that um, you couldn't quite bring to the table. So it's always a good thing, no matter what. If I play 60, 13 minutes, it don't really matter. As long as the team get the win, that's the most important thing at the moment.
I mean, going back to what we said earlier and just listening to you there, you are very big on this self-analytical thing that you do. How much do you get in your own head?
A lot. Probably sometimes too much. I do try to tame it. I have had Toby help me as well because Toby, he knows me very well. So before games, he was like, "Whatever's in your head, write it down. Now it's gone." So I write it on a piece of paper. Sometimes I give it to Toby, and I'm like, "It's gone now." Obviously, I like to, if I put things out there like I do on my Instagram stories, if people see it, it's helping other people, but it's helping myself to be like, cool, I've read that, it's gone now. I'm ready for the day, kind of thing. Other than just being in my head all the time, because obviously it's not good too much. Obviously, sometimes it helps, sometimes, but you never know when it's too much or not. Because obviously I'm in my own head, so um, yeah, I'm definitely an overthinker.
Just to explain that, because I am one of your avid followers, because of the little motivational quotes that come up, some of them really do hit home for anybody when they
Yeah.
go up on your Instagram, and you do it daily. How did that come about? How's that started, and what is your motivation to keep doing those little? I suppose they're messages to everybody.
I mean, it started. Well, everybody in football takes sacrifices. Some sacrifices are different. So it started around 2020. My granddad passed away, and because I was so far away, I think we had trammed me away, and I needed to play the game. Obviously, I couldn't be there, so obviously I just watched it before the game on a Zoom. And my best friend, he sent me these things in a post, and that was the first time I got it. And then he sent it to me really just to get it every day, look at it myself, and then that's it. Every day, look at different ones. But I thought, you know what, this is helping me a lot, and I think it could help other people as well. So I just started putting it on a story every morning, and I got some people really liked it. And as soon as I saw the impact it was giving other people as well, I thought, oh, I'll just carry it on. So I just, when it's finished, I just buy some more, and yeah.
Again, it's how you are yourself. Along with Toby, there's been a lot of community stuff going on that we haven't really talked about. But
Yeah.
you are always out there with people, whether it's faith based or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Amari, it's important to you, that isn't it?
It's definitely important because when I needed it most, sometimes people are not there, and then when people are there, you can feel the difference. So I feel like obviously you can't help every single person in the world. Some people might like it, some people might not. But as if you change that 1% of somebody's life, or that's made somebody else's day, you never know how far that can go. So I just try and do my best.
Back to the football. Is it a measure of where we are right now as a group that there was disappointment at the final whistle on Saturday that we hadn't won the game?
100%. There's disappointment because you want to go into the playoffs. Some of us have never been in the playoffs before, don't know what it feels like. You want to go in there with full confidence and win. And obviously, we didn't get the win. So we just had to pick ourselves back up and say, it doesn't really matter. We've got this, we got ourselves in this position. Well, that's what the gaffer was saying. We got ourselves in this position. So to keep on doing what we've been doing, we're in a fantastic position. At the start of the season, would you have taken it? 100% you'd take it. So now I feel like all them games that we've had, just get rid of it. And the big game is on Sunday. Don't even think about the second leg yet. Yeah.
What's it like to be involved in these playoffs? So, like you say, a new experience. It is massively exciting, isn't it?
It's very exciting. I'm trying to not to overthink this week. I'm just trying to be in the moment because I think there's too many times you don't just be in the moment. So I just want to be in the moment, enjoy training with the lads, have laughs and smiles together, not be too serious because I feel like when this group is a bit too serious, it might go the other way. So um, I just think just take it in our stride and just do what we do best, which is play football on a Saturday or Sunday.
7 o'clock on a Sunday. Is that a little bit weird, that kick-off time?
Yeah, I did see it and I was like, oh god, 7 o'clock on a Sunday is a bit different. You got to prepare different. But then I thought it's nice for your families to be at home on a Sunday. The ones that can't travel up and be there and be all together on a Sunday to watch it. So that's what's giving me a lot of motivation as well.
We're going to have 2,500 fans there as well. That's huge, isn't it?
Oh, it's massive, especially at a place like that because they can be very loud. I'm sure they will bring a lot. And to see that you got so many of your own fans as well being just as loud, it's a credit to them. They've came and supported us all season. Their away support has been excellent. So it's good to put the shirt on and go do it for them people out there as well.
There's a section of the Bradford fans who like to say hello every time they see you. Is that something that you enjoy?
Yeah, it used to get to me, but everything that's gone on with the past is it's done now for me. They can say what they want. It ain't gonna affect me. So Well, but that's football. That's the beauty of football. I was there. Now I'm not. Some people still like me there. Some people hate me. But it is what it is. I'm there to do a job for the team that I'm playing for, and that's it.
The 46 games that have gone not to be dismissed, they've got us to where we are now. They are largely irrelevant because it's about these next two games.
100%. I think that's what we need to get into our heads, and even supporters as well. Just forget about everything that's happened now. It's been a brilliant season. We're in this position where we are now, and it's 90 minutes of football on Sunday to put us in a better position to pay them in the second leg. And even if whatever the score is on Sunday, it's not done. So we just need to focus on that.
Two packed stadiums for both games, TV cameras, the lights, everything about it. This is what you want in football.
100%. It's as when you're a kid, you don't think about like money or fame and stuff when you're playing football. You just want a big crowd for your family to see you on TV and say, "Oh, that's my son," or "That's my daughter." In fact, so yeah, it's definitely a proud moment. I just can't wait to get started.
And just finally, Marzi, do you visualise beyond Sunday? Do you visualise perhaps the steps at Wembley, the Wembley turf, or is it really all about that first game?
That's what I'm trying not to do. That's what I'm trying not to do. I'm trying to not get ahead of myself, but obviously in the back of your head, that's what you want. So it's always good to dream, but at the moment, I'm trying to not dream too much because I know I could overthink it, just like we spoke about. So I guess it's different for every other individual. Some people might see themselves at Wembley right now. Some people just looking to Saturday. Some people looking for the second leg. Whatever gets you going, just do that and we'll be all right.
I wish you didn't have to go training. I could have talked for hours. Thank you.
No worries.